This conference will now be recorded.
Now it's official. Okay, so before we get started, are there any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started then. Who is ready out there? Give me a hands up if anyone's ready. Carrie, I can't see you, but I know you're giving me a virtual up right now.
High five.
Awesome.
Or whatever.
Yes, virtual high. Yes, virtual high five. I love it.
I'm ready.
Awesome. Cindy and Terry are ready too, so perfect. So in this module, we're gonna review Special Olympics. We'll discuss the Special Olympics mission statement here first, what makes Special Olympics unique and important facts about Special Olympics. And then the next two trainings, you'll review the principles of athlete leadership and your role in athlete leadership. So we're trying our best just to really break this down. And so since it's 'tis the season for Halloween, we're gonna do a little Halloween activity here if my internet will work. So bear with me for a second. It took too long to respond, seriously. We're gonna try it again. Patience is virtue. Come on. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself here while this one's for me. I'm hoping it's gonna work. Alrighty. Is it gonna work? No. 10 more seconds here. Yes. Okay, so for those of you who can see the screen, there are 4 different pumpkins. If it will load. 4 different pumpkins here that we are going to carve one of them. And one of them. Oh, never mind. I'm so sorry. Okay. So unfortunately, the internet connection is pretty poor.
Hello.
So we're not gonna.
Yeah, I got it to work. Can I call you back? I'll call you back when I get done.
All right. So we're gonna just go ahead and make a makeshift game right here. So let's talk about what you all think we're going to talk about today. I talked about it briefly. It is a, let's see here. Let me pull out paint and see if we can do it that way. I don't know why there's so many internet issues right now. Let's see. Paint. Oh, it's going to work now. Okay, so what we're going to do is carve out a pumpkin and try to fill out the missing letters here, but now we're just going to guess these letters together. Asia, since your name starts with A, go ahead and guess a letter in 1 second. I'm not quite done yet. I need to make sure I spell the word right.
Oh gosh.
Let's see. Where did it go? Oh, there's 2. Okay, actually, here we are. We have a 7-letter word here. So, Asia, go ahead and guess the letter. Let's see if we can guess it together. Go ahead. Lead the way.
Oh. I don't know. T?
There isn't a T, but I'll go ahead and write that
Oh,
down
yeah.
below just so we remember it. Nice try. Cindy and Terry, would you like to go ahead and list the letter in the chat box and you can guess? There is actually no E, surprisingly. How about Jamie? Any letter guesses? There are two I's actually.
Two eyes.
Alrighty, let's see. There's another one in the chat box. P. There actually is not a P. Does anyone else have a guess? Does Sherry or Terry from our office have any guesses? Terry Sappington says R. There is actually no R, but there is an N.
Is there an M?
There is actually an M. Good guess, Sherry.
S.
Any others? Oh, was that Asia?
Yep.
Good guess.
S. I think I know what it is.
Do you want to take a guess?
Mission.
Our mission, very good. So just imagine in a perfect world, this would have been carved in pumpkin to be festive and everything, but you know, gotta roll with the punches. So we're gonna talk about our mission today and really just break it out together and work together and try to understand our mission more. So be prepared. And great job, Cindy, you guessed it as well. So fantastic. Now I just have to exit all these things. I don't want to save that. And what? Where did my PowerPoint go? Boy, they. Sorry, guys. I don't know where it went. What is happening? Thanks for your patience, everyone. I appreciate it. We'll get there one way or the other. There we are. Oh, goodness. Now it's loading. Any day now. Alrighty, now it's up here. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know why it's taking forever. I apologize. Alrighty, so we made it back to the slideshow. Thanks everyone for waiting patiently. So just today's lesson, as you were able to figure out because your awesome detective skills, we're going to talk about our mission. So another little activity here. Stand up if you've been involved with Special Olympics for 1 year. Woo, I have 1 year for me. Has anyone at least been involved with Special Olympics for over a year? Yep.
Yep.
I should be standing up at this point. So raise your hand if you have been in Special Olympics for more than 3 years. Cindy and Terry have. Awesome. What about more than 5 years? Yes. What
Yep.
about 10 years? Awesome. So congratulations to you all for your participation as an athlete. That is amazing. It's wonderful to learn all of your experiences as athletes and just get to know you all better. So this is a super fun process for us as we learn more about each other. So yeah, so now we're able to learn from training, competing in sports like setting goals, working as a team, and staying committed to something bigger than ourselves. So now let us take it to another level here, learning new skills and contributing off the field. So you're going to be athlete leaders, so you're going to be able to contribute more than just on the field. So in Special Olympics athlete leadership, we work to educate people with our abilities of our athletes, provide leadership and skill training for athletes to be successful and support them in the leadership roles that they choose. And so in order to be a leader in an organization, we need to know our organization very well so we can go out and be the hands and feet of our mission and share more about what Special Olympics Montana truly is. So let's start with the most important thing, our mission, and some facts that you'll need to know as an informed athlete leader. Alrighty, so this next slide will be super fun, but it also might be a little chaotic. So I encourage you just to embrace the chaos with me. We're gonna all read this mission statement together. If it's too chaotic for you and like loud noises and everything is just stressful for you, go ahead and just beat yourself and just read it aloud with us. So I'll go ahead and get this started. So to provide year-round sports training and athletic competition
A variety
in a variety of Olympic
Olympic type sports, children, adults with intellectual disabilities.
Yes.
Continuing opportunities to develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, experience joy, participate in the sharing of gifts, skills, and friendship with their families, other Special Olympic athletes, and the community.
Exactly. Awesome. So great job reading, everyone. Thanks for bearing with that fun chaos. So a mission statement is really just like a roadmap. It tells us how and where we should be going and how to get there. So as part of this training, you'll start to create your own roadmap and your own mission statement. So understanding what makes a good mission statement will help you complete that task. But first, we're going to just break it down to smaller parts so we really understand each more detail. So this next part is fun. So to provide year-round sports training, true or false, we only provide sports training in summer and in the winter. True or false? Looks like we have a chat answer from BSW.
True.
Sydney and Terry were right from BSW Butte. False. We actually provide sports training all year around. So we have opportunities for athletes to participate in spring, summer, fall, and winter. So there's things going on year around. So most people think that we only offer one season in Special Olympics. So if you meet people on the street, most people are like, oh, how was state summer games, or was state summer games canceled? But our mission far reaches just a once of the year competition. So can a volunteer out there, one person, name one sport from Special Olympic Summer Games? Oh, looks like we have a chat answer. Bocce. Cindy and Terry said bocce. How about you, Carrie? You go ahead and name a sport from Special Olympic Summer Games.
Track and field.
Track and field, very good. Now, Jamie and Asia, do you have any others you want to share?
Swimming.
Swimming, very good, that's right. Okay, so how about, can someone name a sport of winter games? Jamie, you want to take that away? Do you know a sport that we do in the winter?
Yeah. Ski.
Skiing, very good. Yep, along with some snowshoeing, and some areas have local snowboarding and all that fun stuff. So very good, guys. You did a good job. Alrighty. Sports training, meaning it's more than just recreation. It means that you all have to put in hard work and dedication and practice it takes. So who can share a time when they were proud of a sport achievement that they were able to accomplish? Who wants to share a time that they were very proud of themselves? I know it's a tough question, right?
Oh, shit.
It looks like maybe Terry from BSW has it. Terry is proud of becoming a basketball coach. That is a huge honor and responsibility, and that's definitely something to be proud of. Good job, Terry. Woohoo.
I have
I
one.
love it. Go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead and share.
I was proud of being on the law enforcement torch run committee.
That's amazing. That's also a huge honor. Terry Sappington, who is the LETR state rep, is waving hands at you, Carrie. So
Yeah, it was
awesome.
fun
That's a huge honor.
with the officers and doing the torch run, being a last leg on the torch run, and going to the International Torch Run Conference in Phoenix, Arizona. And that with my sister. And that was a lot of fun.
A blast.
Oh yeah, it was lots of fun. It was a blast.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. That's super fun and something to definitely be proud of.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Asia, how about you? It looked like you were racking your brain.
I want to say when I got the highest score in bowling, I think it was in Missoula, to be honest. It was like a 166 or 7, I think.
Nice. That's a huge feat too. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah,
That
you're
is
welcome.
amazing. That's great, Asia.
Thank you.
And then Jamie, do you have a time that you were super proud of yourself?
Do you have a time when you were proud of yourself during Special Olympics? Tell them. Me too. Yeah. I got the globe.
Did you? That's amazing. Do you remember what sport?
What sport? Bowling. Okay.
Awesome. Woohoo! Congratulations. That's amazing.
Hey.
So we have a basketball coach in our midst, an LETR torch run winner, and another awesome bowler. We have quite a few great bowlers on, so that's awesome. Those are definitely things that we can be proud of. So I have another question for you all. Where does an athlete learn these skills to do their sport? So what do you have to do in order to learn these sports?
Practice.
Practice, exactly. You have to attend the practices. You have to be respectful of the coaches and the way that they lead you and guide you. Very good.
And you have to be respectful to the other athletes that you train with.
That is very true, Carrie. Exactly. So far with our mission statement, we've broken it down. So we have to provide year-round. So everything happens throughout the year, sports training. And now we're on to athletic competition. So why do you think we should offer competition opportunities for you all? Why do you think it's important? There are no wrong answers. So go ahead and share your heart.
Oh gosh, why is it so important to? I can't remember. Oh
gosh.
Math? Anyone? Oh, we might have gotten an answer, so you guys might be off the hook here. We'll see. So Terry and Cindy said, "Did athletes work hard and be successful as they compete?" Exactly. I will go ahead and give you an answer that I got from some of the athletes last night. They said it's a great way to meet friends, you know, and compete in the sports that you're able to participate in.
Meet new friends from all over the state.
Exactly. So you all are from all different parts of the state today. We have someone from the Glacier area. We have someone from Havre. We have someone from the Billings area, and then Butte, along with Helena and Great Falls. So we're really just spread all over the place. So very good. Alrighty. So Olympic sports. That's the next part of our mission. We provide opportunities for our athletes to participate in Olympic type sports, and we're one of the 3 only organizations in the world that have that title of Olympics in their name. So it's kind of a big deal. So besides athletes training and competing in Olympic style sports, can you think of other things that Special Olympics does that are the same as Olympic Games? So if anyone has watched the Olympics before, do you have any ideas on what we might do? We provide our athletes with, yes, let's see in the chat box here, opening and closing ceremonies. Exactly. Love it. Thanks, Terry and Cindy. Parade of athletes. Exactly. Thanks, Terry Sappington. What about torch run, lighting? Torch run and lighting. There's also good sportsmanship.
Lighting of the torch.
Exactly. Thanks, Carrie. That's a great idea. There's also uniforms that you all wear because it's Olympic type sport, and the Olympians also wear uniforms. Medals. You all receive medals as well, right?
Yep.
Right.
Exactly. Awesome. So now we're going to hop on to the next part of our awesome mission statement. Children and adults. So, does anyone have any idea of what the youngest age might be in our organization?
8 years old and up.
Oh, you guys are close. We actually have a young athletes program that is starting to become bigger here in Montana, but it specializes in athletes from years of 2 to 7 actually, which is super exciting. But we have some Special Olympic athletes who are too. Would anyone like to guess the age or decade of the age of the person who is the oldest in our program?
I almost want to say 90. I don't know if that's the oldest, but
yeah, no, that's a good guess, Carrie. I actually have to confirm this in our database because I don't want to share with you the wrong date, but I believe there's really no age limit. So if we have athletes who are healthy enough to participate, then they're able to continue to participate in Special Olympics. So that's a cool thing that we're able to expand the generation. So literally have toddlers, and then we have individuals who are well in their 70s. So that's pretty amazing. So if you're out and about talking about Special Olympics today, we provide opportunities for children and adults, just children, because sometimes that is confused when you're out talking, is that people believe that we only provide opportunities for our children, but it's way beyond just children. Awesome. Okay, so with intellectual disabilities, would anyone want to take a stab on this? tough question. How would you define someone with an intellectual disability? It's okay if not. It's a tough one. So people with an intellectual disability or developmental disability learn differently, but that does not mean that people with intellectual disability do not learn or cannot learn. Absolutely not. So one of our founding principles is that with proper instruction and encouragement, all people with intellectual disabilities can learn the skills of sports. And Special Olympics started when Eunice Kennedy Shriver had the idea that people with ID could grow and learn through sports. So that's why our mission is based around sports, because the founder thought that sports could bring everyone together or provide opportunities for individuals with intellectual disabilities to come together and learn and grow through sports. Just to break that down for you all. And then, oh, I just skipped whoopsies. Develop physical fitness. So why is physical fitness important? Who would like to answer that? Why is it important to have physical fitness? Oh, it looks like we have a chat bar answer from Terry and Cindy. So you don't get hurt competing. That is so great, right? We have to practice and we have to work hard and make sure that you're physically fit so you don't get hurt during the competitions. So if you were just to go do a sport and go do 100%, chances are you might hurt a muscle or pull your back or have some type of injury if you don't practice that physical fitness before. Yeah, can anyone think of a good benefit of physical fitness? Why it's important to be active?
You have to stretch out really well.
That is so true, Carrie, right? So it's important to stretch before you're physically fit and then after too, because before you have to warm up your muscles by stretching, and then afterwards it's always good to cool down your muscles and make sure that you give them time to rest as well. Cindy and Terry from Butte say better health. Yes, it definitely gives you better health. It not only gives you better physical health so you can get nice and strong, but it also helps your mental health too. So I don't know about you, sometimes I get super stressed and worry about things, but if I'm able to go out and just go for walks, that helps me not be so stressed. So physical fitness is super important for more than just our physical health, but our mental health as well. This next one is one of my favorite ones, so I'm so excited to hear about your answers that y'all have to share. Demonstrate courage. You have already demonstrated so much courage by wanting to continue to be an athlete leader, which we're super happy once again to have you here and continue on in this journey with us. So can you share with us an example of when you have demonstrated courage in your life? It does not have to be Special Olympics related. It can just be anything really. Who would like to go first? Carrie, do you want to go ahead and lead the charge?
What are we talking about? In charge of?
So can you give us an example of a time when you had to demonstrate courage in your life?
Encourage other athletes to do their best. Encourage yourself to do your best.
Yeah.
Not give up.
I love it. That is courage right there. Just focusing on those words and learning from yourself and knowing that you can get through tough things. And yeah, that's great. Thanks, Carrie. Yeah. Terry from Butte says competing even when you're tired. That definitely takes a lot of courage. If you've ever had a long game and you're just super tired and worn out and you don't feel like you're able to do it, but you're able to have that courage and just continue on to compete. That takes a lot of courage. Great example, Terry. Jamie, do you have a time when you had to have courage in your life?
Oh, did you have to have courage in your life? When? When you had to try something new? Yes, I do have to touch too. When you try something new? Yeah. Yeah. When she tries something new.
I love that. That's a great answer. Yeah, Jamie, it's always kind of scary when you try something new, right? I remember going on an airplane for the first time. That was kind of scary for me. So, yeah. How about you, Asia? When have you had to demonstrate courage?
Um, it's been a while, but I think it was when I first started doing Global Messenger for Special Olympics, and I
Yeah,
tried that, and it was encouraging. I got it to go. I got to do it for a couple years, and then yeah, it's kind of hard to speak up a lot, so I decided
it
to do that.
is. That's amazing. That definitely takes a lot of courage. And you all being here on this call together definitely requires a lot of courage too. And the fun thing is, this is just the reboot of athlete leadership. So you're going to have more opportunities to share your voice, Asia, and share your voice,
Yep.
Jamie, and you too, Carrie. So it's going to be amazing. We have some super exciting stuff planned for in the near future, and we really just want to focus on our athletes and give them opportunities to share their voices and demonstrate courage. So, yeah. The cool thing about demonstrating courage is it's in our athlete oath. Can anyone say the athlete oath with? Does anyone want to say the athlete oath for me?
Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Exactly, Carrie. Well done. That is so true. And that's so important for us to remember, especially in these crazy times of COVID, when sometimes it can be a little lonely and isolating and aren't normal. Let me win, but if I cannot, let me be brave in the attempt. So remember on the hardest days that you guys aren't alone and you have each other, and just continue to try to be brave in the attempt. So yep, some days I have to literally think about that getting out of bed. So you're not the only one who likes her athlete oath. Awesome. So the next part of the mission that we're going to focus on is experiencing joy. So can anyone share with us something about Special Olympics that is fun, that has brought you joy?
That's brought joy.
Yes.
Competing in the sports that we do, hanging out with friends. I don't know if that.
Yeah. Oh, that's totally a great answer. Yeah, I love that. Thanks, Carrie.
You're welcome.
And then we have another answer from Terry from Butte, watching someone work hard and then winning the race. That is such a great reminder of encouraging others, and you find joy in supporting your friends, and when they work hard and they win things, you're going to be happy for them. That's awesome. Now, do Jamie and Asia, do you have anything else to share, or we should hop on to the next thing? Anyone want to share when Special Olympics has brought you joy?
Just being around my teammates and having fun going to the dances.
That is so wonderful. I love that. Thanks, Asia. It looks like we have Sherry from our state office and Terry saying, watching the parade of athletes at state basketball in Butte. Oh, that was so much fun and so much joy there. And then Terry Sappington says, watching the athletes compete. Such great examples. Thanks, everyone. There's just joy to share when we are able to spend time with you all. So I know for a fact for me, this is a great joy to spend time with you all today. So yeah, thanks again. This next one here, we have sharing of gifts, skills, and friendship with their families. So that's another part of our mission. Being involved in Special Olympics just doesn't impact you, but it also impacts those directly around you. So how do you think Special Olympics helps athletes share gifts, skills, and friendship with their family? Anyone?
Being with family is when they help sell tickets, truck raffle tickets for Special Olympics, and be able to travel and watch the games when they're available.
Yeah, that's those are some great points, Carrie. Well done. Yeah, just you competing and traveling and spending time just shares that information with your family. You know, you get involved and then you share that with your family. And then you can also share it with your friends too. It just doesn't have to be family members. There's people in your life that you really want in the mission. So I'm constantly trying to invite people on campus. Since I live on a college campus, I'm like, you guys should come join the Special Olympics Club because you'll get to meet some awesome athletes by doing that. So yeah, fantastic. So yeah, so I'm just gonna jump ahead a little bit. So when you design your own mission statement later on, everyone, it's gonna help remember what's important to you about Special Olympics and how that may influence what you want to do. So for some examples, if you enjoy the physical fitness aspect of Special Olympics, maybe you want to take the health messenger training next year. If you enjoy sport competition, maybe you want to be an event coordinator and help out in a local area to put on local events. If you enjoy sharing your personal story with others, maybe you want to continue on and be able to be recertified. So there's quite a few opportunities. So when you're taking the time here after the next few trainings to really evaluate what you want to focus on as an athlete leader, keep in mind the mission statements, keep in mind what you really want to focus on. So this next part is super fun too. So knowing what makes Special Olympics unique will also help you think about what you want to support for the movement. So let's dive deeper into that. What makes Special Olympics so unique? I'm going to go ahead and have Asia read number 1. Can you see the screen all right?
ESO provides a variety of sports opportunities for all ability levels.
Exactly. So true. Sherry, can you read number 2?
Ability groupings through a process called divisioning.
Exactly. Our sports team does a great job by divisioning our athletes to make sure that there's equitable competition and there's equal competition across age, gender, and yeah, ability levels. Sherry, go ahead and read number 3.
Awards
Before,
provided.
oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say Sherry or?
Yeah, sorry, Sherry.
Okay, awards provided to all participants who compete.
Exactly. And then number 4, would Jamie and Melissa want to read that one?
Yeah. So, Special Olympics has no charge for athletes or their families to train or compete.
Exactly. Awesome job. So those are just a few ways that Special Olympics is unique. And that's super important to know about too. So yeah. Now we're gonna hop on to some global 2019 data. So this is all the information that was taken and collected through all the different programs across the world. All right. So we're gonna do a little guessing game. Go ahead and throw any number you want out there, because chances are we're not going to hit it right on the head, even though one of the athletes guessed one of them super close, like one of them last night. So I was pretty impressed because they were only like 7 million under. So which was still a pretty good close answer, because there's just so many athletes in programs across the world. So it's really important to understand how global we are and how small Special Olympics Montana is. But in reality, you all have such important work to do. So can anyone take a guess how many states and countries have a Special Olympics program? There are no wrong answers.
I'm just wanting to say, well, all 50 states have Special Olympic programs, and countries all over the world, all
All over.
over.
We are a global movement. I'll tell you, it's under 300.
It's under, wow, okay.
Does anyone want help?
I would.
There's actually 216 states and countries that have Special Olympics program. That's insane.
Okay.
216 different ones. This next one is literally mind-blowing to me. Take a guess how many millions of athletes we have across the world. This is the one that one of the athletes last night guessed, but was only 0.7 million off.
7 million athletes.
You're close. It's actually 5.7 million athletes.
Oh, okay.
Serve. Yes, 5.7 million athletes across the world. And that's so amazing that you all get to be a part of that, you know? And so I'll go ahead and show the data for the Young Athletes program. So the Young Athletes are those ones who are from 2 to 7. And so there's actually 500,000 young athletes. Can anyone guess the amount of competitions there are across the world every year? Pretty insane. Anyone want to take a guess? We actually have over 100,000 different competitions in the world. And this next one really tugs on my heartstrings, because it's about athlete leadership and meaningful roles. And now you all are going to be able to be accounted for 2020 because you guys are athlete leaders now. So that's amazing. We're just going to keep adding to these numbers. But does anyone want to guess how many athlete leaders are in meaningful roles across the world? Anyone? Okay. At least 50,000 different athlete leaders. That's amazing that you guys
That's a
are a
lot.
part of that. That is a lot of athlete leaders. And then youth leaders, we have almost 100,000 youth leaders, and those are the individuals under the age of 18 who serve as leadership roles. So as you can see, you guys are part of a global movement. So that's amazing. So just to wrap it up here, we're going to take turns going through and reading one of these questions. And so I do have some homework for you guys. So please be prepared to answer one of these questions for our next training.
Yeah.
And our next training will take place sometime during the week of November 9th through the 13th. So I'll go ahead and set up those meetings. I'll make sure you all get an invitation to that. I'll provide different opportunities so you all can come in and tune in at different times, because I know everyone's schedules is a little bit tricky at times to accommodate. So why don't we go ahead and take turns reading the homework questions, and then we'll wrap it up with any questions you might have. So who would like to read the first question up here in the top left? Asia, you want to lead the way?
Sure.
It starts with A.
What value do you bring as an individual to your community or program?
Awesome. I love it. Question number 2. Jamie and Melissa, take it away. And I just will call the top right-hand one question number 2. Sorry.
How does Special Olympics impact your community?
Wonderful. Thank you. And then what about question number 3?
What areas of Special Olympics interest you as an athlete leader?
Awesome. And then last question, I'll just go ahead and read it. What have you gained from participating in Special Olympics? So take some time to think about answering one of those questions before our next meeting. And then be prepared to share on that before our next meeting. So yeah, does anyone have any questions for this time together? Awesome. Can anyone tell me what we really focus on today? What did we talk about a lot today?
Encouraging.
Encouraging.
And also talking about children and adults with intellectual disabilities participate in Special Olympics.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what we focus on and really broke down slide by slide, word for word almost? We talked about it starts with an M. Up. Yes, Terry from BSW. Got it. Our mission. We talked about our mission. Yep. So that was great feedback, Carrie. And yeah, it all definitely relates to our mission. And lesson 1 was all about our mission. So amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here. Be prepared for an invitation to come out again soon within the next week. I'll go ahead and make sure you all get invited to attend the next training. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate it. And if you have any additional questions in the meantime, feel free to reach out. I'll go ahead and send out this PowerPoint to you all so you have it, so you can look at the homework and be prepared for that. So thank you guys so much. It was a real joy to spend time with you today, and I hope you guys have a happy Halloween.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a great afternoon.
I was